Hello, y'all. I'm a little late, mom life, as usual. Today's live is going to be about several things. For one, there is a webinar happening today. The webinar that happens today is going to give you all the information that I pretty much give you guys, but tenfold. So say you've been watching and you're like, I kind of want to do it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what digital marketing is. I'm still kind of confused. You're just kind of like, about all the things. Well, then today's webinar would be extremely beneficial for you because it's got a ton of information. So then there's that, right? Then I also want to talk to you about goal setting. I don't know if anybody in here does goal setting. I've been using goal setting as a huge tool and a pillar of my success for a very, very long time. And it is like when I go back and I check my goal list of what's working and what didn't, it's always the goals on my list that I've actually achieved. So it's like there's something powerful about putting your thoughts onto paper, right? And there's like visual science about this, of how literally powerful it is. So for me, I do a couple things, but I'm going to give it a few minutes so people jump on. So good morning Lisa, good morning Timmy, good morning Angel. So anyway, yeah, so it's a new year, new goals. I'm going to start with that. Like I was telling you guys before, the webinar today is at noon. If anyone wants some more information on the digital marketing stuff, we're going to leave that up to the webinar today. Today we're going to talk about goal setting, some tools you could use to start your new year to get you going, okay? So every day, literally, and I learned this years ago, every day I write down my goals. I write them down in present tense. I've been doing this for a long time. These are like all of my journal for stuff I do every single day, okay? Another thing I do, which we'll get to in a minute, is I set my day up for every day. I time block. So every day, and if you've never done this before, you can start by brain dumping. And what you do by brain dumping is you'll sit down right now with a pen and paper and you'll write down every goal you have, okay? Just, get them all out. If there's 100, great. Write down all these goals. Then you're going to look at your goals and see what 10 stand out to you. When you see what 10 goals stand out to you, you'll get another piece of paper and you'll write those goals down in present form as if you've already achieved them. So for example, I'll read one of mine. Mine is, and I always say I'm so happy and thankful for, so I'm so happy and thankful for my Ohio dream house. And then I write down everything about my dream house that I want. I'm so happy and thankful for the 12 women I lead into freedom this month. I'm so happy and thankful for all my bad debt gone in 10K plus in all accounts. All accounts. I have a lot of accounts. So I have all these goals and I write them down as if I already have them, right? And like, for example, I'm so happy and thankful for my Florida home and the drop top in the garage in a great location. Like I write them down in this present form. And I do that every single day. Now, sometimes they change based on what I have gotten, right? So say like last year's goals, I achieved some of those. So then I replaced them with some off of my big list, which I'll then do another brain dump, figuring out what it's really important to me. And then I write those 10 down in present form. Now here's another one to take it a step deeper, okay? You pick one of those goals on your 10 and it should stand out to you, bright as hell, okay? You're gonna take another sheet of paper on top of those 10 goals and write just that one down, okay? That one goal. Then underneath it, you are going to make a list of what do you think needs to be done to achieve that goal, even if it's unrealistic of how you're going to achieve it, right? What a list that needs to be done. Then you're going to set another thing underneath it talking about what you're going to do to achieve that goal, okay? Then you're going to set a deadline. Then you're going to take action. Then you're going to make a daily list of how you're going to achieve it. These are literally tools and goal setting tools I've been using forever. I've been writing down my goals in present form 10 at a time every single day for I'm talking 5 years. And every year I go and I check them and every year I achieve a ton of them. And then I do it and I revamp again. And the whole point of this is to keep you focused on your goal. Because we wake up and mom life hits and you drop something and you do this and it's really easy to get off track. Today I tried to get up an hour before my kids. Of course, my son heard me and he got up with me. But what did I do? I did my intentional time. I read the Bible in the morning. I do my red light therapy. I drink warm lemon water. I set my day up for success. Because then I sit down and I do those goals. Now I take it a step further, right? So underneath my goals, I have like a daily checklist of things I'd like to do every morning. But because I'm so ADHD, it's not just as easy as me remembering them. So I literally write down, and I'll show you because I have it from today. I literally write down the things I want accomplished in the morning every single day, and I check them off as I get them done. Some are business related, some are personal related, some are health related. And then after that, underneath that list, I write day. And then I write all the things in my calendar, whatever I need to be done, and sometimes in time blocking form, and then I have a list of goals. Say my day went quick, something changed, and I have all this extra time. Well, now I have my goals that I can go to and grab from. Like, okay, awesome, I have extra time. I wanted to watch that video that I never got to watch. Okay, cool, I have extra time. I wanted to clean that back room I didn't get to clean yesterday. Or I wanted to send that email out that I didn't send the other day before. Like, whatever it is, it's the day of all my non-negotiables, what's in there already, what's time blocked out, my appointments, and then my goals for the day. I do this every single day. And another thing that happens is I don't forget stuff anymore, because what was happening was when I don't do that, there might be an appointment on my book or on my calendar that I missed and I forget to get to it. I'm like, oh my gosh, or a phone call I didn't make. Because when I sit down and I write down my day, all the stuff that gets lost in the mix doesn't get lost in the mix. It's on paper. And I go back throughout the day and go, what was I supposed to do? Because again, I'm super ADHD. Like, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing a lot. So I'll go and be like, oh, that's right, I got to call Ohio State Waterproofing, whatever. So those are huge tools I do. The one about setting your goals and intention, the one that I do every day, 10 at a time, if that seems like too much for you, start with 5. Start writing your goals down in present tense, 5 at a time, and then pick one to target. Pick one to target and create your plan of attack. How are you going to achieve it? Why do you want it? Okay, your why is so big. Why do you want that goal? How do you think you can achieve it, even if it's unrealistic? What you're going to do to achieve it, your deadline, your plan to action, right? Your deadline, and then organize all that, and then take action. Okay, that could be, I need to start that email right now. Whatever the case would be, I need to start that course. I need to buy that program. It needs to be done right then and there, immediately after you get done setting those goals, okay? So that is huge stuff I do every single day. Another thing I do is I brain dump. So say you had a lot of anxiety, say like last night or this morning, doesn't matter. Say I have a lot of anxiety of things that are bogging my mind down. Andrew and Jay, go in the other room. Now, thank you. Say there's a list of things I need. Say my brain is like going crazy. I have all these goals. I have all these ideas. I have all these ambitions. Things I'm really, really wanting to do, but I don't know how I'm going to do them. I brain dump. I will write down everything that's going on in my head. Like, gotta get to this, gotta do that. Whatever it is, I get it out of my brain and put it on paper. That helps me so much with my decision fatigue, because I take on so many things. I am in charge of so many roles that by the time the end of the night comes and I have to make a decision such as like making dinner, it's like the end of the world, because my brain is so done. I am so done with decisions that I just can't do it anymore. So brain dumping, writing down all the things, all the ideas, all the stuff I need to do, all my goals, whatever it is, just brain dumping it all onto paper, gets it all out of me. And I feel better. Now, if I want to take it a step further, because I'm a little OCD about it, I can look at my brain dump and go, ooh, 10 of those I should really focus on. And I can revamp the same process I told you guys earlier, I can revamp. And really, if you've never done this before, it starts with brain dumping. Brain dump everything out of your brain, all your goals, all your tasks, all your things you want to do. Get them on paper. Pick 10 of them, like I said. Get those on paper and a separate sheet of paper, 10 of them. Circle one. Get a separate sheet of paper. Figure out your plan of attack. How you're going to achieve it, what you need to do to achieve it. Set a deadline. Take action. I do this, rinse, wash, and repeat with everything. This is intentional time. When you spend your time intentionally, that's when reality, they come into fruition. When you just talk about it, talking about it's great. Saying positive, choosing your words, staying focused are all great. But talking doesn't create action. So when you are stuck, like I've been trying to make 6+ figures online for 3 years, okay? Yet I wasn't doing anything different to do it. I knew I wanted to coach people, but I didn't know how I wanted to coach people. I knew I wanted to do this, but I didn't know how to do it. I knew I wanted 7 figures, 6, 7 figures online, but I didn't know how to do it. But I kept doing the same things, and all I kept doing was talking about it. Nothing was changing, right? So that's when I bought a course and a program that came with Resale Rights that taught me all the stuff I needed to know, and it's different. It's teaching me a different skill. I'm learning a new process. I'm learning another way to make money, because the ways I was doing it before weren't working. So I took the skills I already know with my goal setting, like I told you. I cross-referenced all my goal setting to see if it aligned with that program, and I picked a program that aligned with me and that taught me everything that I wasn't excelling at. But it all started with the goal setting because I knew I wanted the 6 figures online. I knew I wanted $10,000 months. Well, how was I going to get it? I can't just talk about it. I had to figure it out. So then I created a plan of action. I started executing that plan of action. I had a lot of fails. I had a lot of successors, but I learned from every one of them, right? By doing that, I put it into fruition. I put my brain down a neural pathway of looking for opportunity. When you talk negative self-talk, negative downing yourself, saying you're not going to do it, when you do that, your brain stays in safe mode. And it stays trapped in this neural pathway where it's trying to get anything out of you or get anything away from you or stay avoiding everything that's going to be scary. Opportunities are scary. So when you do what I just told you, it makes your brain go down a neural pathway of opportunity, looking for changes, looking for things to solve the problem of the list you create, right? So another thing I always say, and I'm losing my train of thought because I wanted to say something, but I was thinking about it behind my whatever, is, okay, so if something seems very hard to you, right? So making money online was really hard to me in the beginning, and I could not figure out why. It was because I didn't know a skill. Because something is hard to you doesn't mean you can't do it, and it doesn't mean it's out of reach. It means you don't know that skill yet, which is fixable. All fixable, all good, no big deal, right? So if you go and you're like, I can't cook that, I don't know how to cook that, well, you need to learn a new skill. When you learn the new skill, it teaches you how to make that easier, right? So like if you don't know how to build a house and you're a contractor and you go take some courses to build a house, well then you're obviously going to learn the new skill that's going to teach you a new thing. Con artists, I just laugh so much. Like if you want to troll people, like why don't you go get a job and do something constructive with your time? I don't look at the negative comments, I really do, and I don't even touch on them some of the times, but I just laugh when people go under your stuff and put negative stuff under when I'm providing value for free, teaching people how to build their lives, change their lives, set their goals, achieve their goals. There's nothing conning you about writing your goals down. So I laugh really hard when people mic these things under there, and it's literally hilarious to me because I'm a coach. I coach people. That's my business. I've learned psychology on how to sell my sell my programs, market my programs, and help people succeed, okay? So as providing value and teaching you how to better yourself for free that's going to benefit your life, there's nothing a con about it. You leave this video today and you go set your goals, that was free. So what I suggest for you to do, sir, is set your goals and then go take action to achieve them, whether that's buying a course, whether that's going to get a coach, whether that's going to the drugstore, because that's probably where you go. That's what you need to do to achieve your goals, and that is free. That information is free to you, so you can go achieve that at any point in time, sir. So anyway, I laugh so hard at those people because it's like if you have all this time to go under people's posts and post negatively, obviously your life isn't where you want it to be. So how are you going to change it? Are you going to just sit here and troll under people's posts? Is that making you money? Or are you going to go change your life, right? Like go change your life. Take some of this free information I'm giving you and go change your life. Don't go trolling under people's stuff. That doesn't get you paid. That doesn't pay your bills. That in fact keeps you in the lack mindset and keeps abundance away from you. So moving on, I usually don't touch on people in the comments, but I just laugh so hard, and I think it's so important to put out there that people are miserable. They don't want to see you succeed because they're not succeeding. So you have to stand past all the adversity that comes at you when you're trying to grow something. There's going to be tons of negativity. There's going to be tons of people who don't want to see you succeed. You have to be strong in your foundation. And goal setting, putting your ideas on paper, these are setting your foundation up so that you are wired to know what you want to do. You are wired to know what your why is. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of paper. We're going to write our why. Why do we want success? Why do we want the 6 figures? Why do we want to be the best mom? What is your why? Okay? Then underneath your why, write your 10 goals in present tense. After you pick your present tense, pick your number 1. Then you're going to take another piece of paper and you're going to write a little plan. What are you going to do to achieve that number 1 goal, even if it's unrealistic? Then you're going to go, okay, what can I do now to achieve that goal? Then you're going to organize it. Then you're going to take action. And then you're going to set a deadline. Deadlines keep us accountable. Deadlines stop us from getting distracted. So like for me, I have a goal of helping 12 women to find freedom. I mean, it could be men too, but I relate to moms. So I have a goal of helping 10 moms achieve freedom in 30 days, or 12 moms achieve freedom in 30 days, showing them my exact steps, using me as their coach, using one of my programs to teach them how to start their online business. That is my goal this month. It's the one that stands out to me. So every day, I'm going to work at what I can do to achieve that goal, okay? So what helps me achieve my goal is waking up every day, doing my power hour so that my mind is right, setting these goals, writing them down, getting really intentional, right? Red light therapy helps me zen my mind, keeps me organized, and then I go on my computer and I do my email campaigns for the day. I do my free ads for the day because the course that I taught and I advertise taught me how to advertise on over 200 sites, using a method called copy and paste free ads method, giving more eyes on my offer. So I get up and I do that because that's a step in the right direction, right? Then I get up and I batch my content for the day. I go on my plan of action, like this is what I'm focused on, this is who I want to help. Lately, it's been about tax breaks. I've been wanting to help people understand that they could get a tax break by buying into something that's going to help their future before the first of the year. So if you are buying a course, you bought a course, maybe you bought one 6 months ago, that is a tax write-off that you're using to benefit yourself or your business or to grow a business. So you are physically able to use that as a tax write-off. So right now, my goal the last 4 days has been educating others on the tax benefits of buying programs and coaches before the end of the year. So that's been like my number one goal that I've been focusing on, right? So then I have a secondary goal, like I just told you, which is helping 12 others with my guidance, teaching them my system. That is my secondary goal, that as soon as the first of the year hits, we're going to hit the ground running. Me and these 12 women are hitting the ground running. We are going to change lives and find freedom for 12 other people, okay? So I do income producing activities are a part of my goals action list. And income producing activities is something I learned in the program that I use to coach the people I coach. It is anything income producing in the activity you're focusing on. So right now, this is an income producing activity. I'm providing free value for my people. Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Daniel. I'm providing free value, teaching you guys how to goal set, teaching you how to better your situation, but it's also an income producing activity for me. So I teach that to my clients because they spend a lot of time scrolling. And scrolling doesn't pay your bills. And in fact, if you're one of the people that are complaining about your income, but then you're scrolling, and you're scrolling to educate yourself, love it. Get some ideas, that's important. But if you're scrolling all day to laugh and share memes, but you're complaining the bills aren't paid, that is not an income producing activity. And we teach you how to focus and hone in on the income producing activities that are gonna help you get to your goals, okay? So goals start everything. They start everything. If you were to get hired at my salon, I ask you what your goal is. If you are going to want to buy a house, I ask you what your goals are for your houses. When you are coming to me saying, I want to make money online, I want to start an online business, I ask you what your goals are. When you tell me your goals, we could reverse engineer how to get to your goals. So for me, let's say I wanted to make $10,000. I would need to know how much each program I'm advertising and I'm using to help those people. I would need to know how much it is per person or per course. Then I would say, how many courses do I need to get to $10,000? And then I would make that my goal, okay? This is goal setting. This is intentional time. This is income producing activities. If you guys are not doing income producing activities, in 30-minute segments, I do it for 30-minute segments equals 2 hours a day. So my work day is 2 hours. Then you might want to consider starting that, right? So you might want to consider brain dumping everything that you are going for right now. What are all your goals? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? Brain dump all of them. I don't care if there's 200. Then take the 10. I know I'm repeating myself, but take the 10, write them down in present tense. I love my dream house. I love that my business produces 6-figure months. I love helping 12 women achieve freedom. Whatever the case may be, write them in present tense, 10 of them. Then circle one. It should stand out to you. Write the one down. Write your plan, what the plan is, even if it's unrealistic, of what you think it takes to get to it. Then write what you can do to get to it. Then take action, organize it all. Actually, organize it, then take action, set a deadline. Deadlines hold us accountable and they stop us from quitting. If we know we have this goal by tomorrow or the next day, then we're going to hit the ground running to get that goal accomplished. This is how it all starts. I also write my why down. Why do I want this goal so bad? Well, maybe I want it because I want my kids. I want it because I want my kids to have opportunities and tools that I didn't have. I want each one of my kids to have a property, a multifamily property in their name before they hit 18. That's one of my whys. That means that they are coming out into their adult years with passive income that's going to help them get through college, help them learn how to manage a property. That's how I want it to be, okay? I want a portfolio of 10 rental properties, and I want that before I'm 50, okay? So these are all my whys that I got to by brain dumping my goals. When I brain dumped my goals, it took me to that. Then I got to my why that makes me stand firm on what I want. And then when I stand firm, I take action, right? So I could just go on the couch and talk about how I really want what I want. And then when I stand firm, I take action, right? So I could just go on the couch and talk about how I really want to. Or I can get up and do something about it, right? I can send the emails, I can do the live videos, I can help people for free, because when you worry about money, the money doesn't follow. But when I worry about helping people for free and providing them value, I want to see all of you succeed. And I want you to take all my free information you get on my videos, that you get on my lives, I want you to apply it for free. Because if you can value from what I'm providing for you for free, then you're going to know what I provide from you when you charge. So that my simple goal on these videos is to make you think differently, make you change your perspective, make you start doing the tools and tips and tricks I provide you, and start learning more to make money. And then if you come back to me and you want me to help you further, heck yeah, we've got a good foundation, because you started with the goals I told you to do. You wrote down your whys. I did another live not too long ago about morals and values. What are your morals and what are your values? When you go to do a program or get a new job or take a position in a current job and your values don't align with the job description, that is why you hate your job, and that is why it's not going well for you. Because if your values are your time is a value to you, you value your time. If your family is a value to you, if it needs to be easy, something simple because your mind is overwhelmed, whatever your values are, when you go across the job like 80 hours a week, okay, that's not valuing your time. Traveling for work, well, that's not valuing the time with your family. Like, you can align these things with cross-referencing your list that I'm constantly giving you guys. These are actual things I do with my clients. I give them lists, we do worksheets. I know they're annoying, they work. They work, and there's one thing that successful people do. They all do the same stuff, they leave clues. There's a lot of organization involved. There's a lot of mindset work. There's a lot of training your body to do things you don't feel like doing. There's a lot of discipline in being successful. It is so easy to turn your snooze button on and go back to bed. But it's difficult to get up and do the power hour that's going to get your mind right. To get up an hour before your kids, because you know you have your goal setting and reflecting to do in your day planning. Now my son woke up early at the same time as me. It messed up my whole thing. I've got the kids screaming in there. I'm catching up here. But it could be easy for me to be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to go sit down with them. No, it's not even 10 a.m. They're fine for 5 minutes while I stay disciplined on what I know I need to do to achieve my goals. This is what this is for. This is what these kind of lives are for. They're to try to shift your mind to a different way of thinking so that you keep going. So that when you take something I've taught you through one of my videos and you use it, then you come back to me like, that worked, I want more, right? Because this is the kind of stuff that my programs and myself teach. So when people write underneath, you're a scam, you're a counter, I laugh because I'm like, no, I'm not. I use programs to help you start your online business, but I help coach you through it when that's something that you choose to use. One is me as your service. I am totally a geek. I really am. I love learning. I love journaling. I love goal setting, because geeks make money. Right? Partiers and degenerates, they don't make money. They pretty much fizzle out around 50. All their money goes because their lifestyle's poor, their choices were poor. Geeks make money. The forever student that learns makes money. The forever student who learns helps other people. It helps show other people that they can do it. Because my goal isn't to just make $1 million and step on everyone's head. No, my goal is to bring everyone with me. Who can I help get to that $1 million with me. That's when I know I've succeeded. It doesn't just mean success if I'm sitting up there by myself. But if I could teach everyone else to be 6-figure earners, if I could teach everyone else to be 7-figure earners, that's when I know the true success is there. And that's when I know I've really done God's work. I've really done what God wants for me. So when I come on here and I give you tasks, I give you tasks and I give you like goal setting and journaling, it's a tool. It's a tool that I've paid for. I've paid for coaches to teach me those things. I've paid for people to show me these techniques, and I give them away for free because I want people to really start thinking differently. Because when you switch your mindset into abundant thinking, abundance follows. And I always say this to people. So like when you talk negatively, or if you don't believe in yourself, then your brain believes that about you, and it'll do stuff like keep you in fight or flight or survival mode to prevent scary opportunities from you to take them. And opportunities are always scary, but scary isn't always bad, right? So when you go and you believe in yourself and you speak positively and you take the opportunity, your brain goes down a different neural pathway than it does when it's on a negative mindset. And that neural pathway is searching for opportunities. That neural pathway is self-love. That neural pathway is looking for solutions to the goal you set. So if I'm like, I want to make $10,000 months, my brain is like, what are we going to do to do it? It's just like, it's got this more opening. I'm looking for things differently than when I'm like, that's too good to be true. That person's lying. That's a scam. I literally read a post today that said the difference between wealthy and poor people is poor people think everything is a scam and not an opportunity. When I look at something, I see an opportunity in everything, almost to a fault. But that's because nothing is a failure to me. Everything's a lesson. I've dropped over $100,000 into my salon, mistake after mistake after mistake, and I could sit here and boohoo about how I could have $100,000. Or I could go, I learned a lot of lessons for that $100,000. I always say that people go to college for their $100K. I went to School of Hard Knocks, which is multiple lessons on a regular basis. So I did get off task today. That guy kind of fueled me up a little bit, but I'm glad I did so that I could preach to you guys that message that I needed to share with you. If you guys are looking for more of my lives, TikTok isn't like Instagram. It doesn't just stay on your grid. So I upload all of them to YouTube, which I'm really behind, but I downloaded them all last night. So they're all going to be up there within the next 24 hours. You could go find any of my trainings. I do these daily during the week. I do these daily. Awesome. I'm so glad I provided some value to you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Curtis. But yeah, so on my YouTube, you'll see all my trainings, good, bad, the ugly, whatever. And there's going to be about like 5 or 6 added today. Today's will be added as well. And you can just go see anything I provide. I don't include my worksheets and all that and PDFs out there. Those are freebies that you kind of have to go through my system to get. I do provide them when I make a video and I say, hey, make sure you comment yes below. That sends you a freebie. If you're looking for a different tool, like maybe you're struggling and you need some help goal setting, like just DM me. I'm really good about helping people out. I will send you one of my journaling tools and anything if you really need it. So reach out to me. I've reached my 30 minutes. I'm working on strict boundaries in 2025. Sometimes I'll end up staying, that's last year, isn't that funny? Sometimes I'll end up staying by accident way longer than 30 minutes when I have a really good engaging crowd. But I need to stay focused because we have plans today. And I told my kids if I can get all the things but I need to stay focused because we have plans today, and I told my kids if I can get all the things I can get. My goal is to finish up all my work. So I hope you guys have an awesome New Year's. Definitely do this before the New Year's. Get all that old nastiness out of your head before the New Year's. Another thing I do, which is like real witchy, it's not really meant to be, but it seems like it, is I'll write all the bad things down that I did this year, or I'll write all the bad things down, like negative self-talk or things that I didn't love about this year, and I'll literally do a burn party, and I'll burn at midnight and be like, bye, out with the old. We did this on Zoom like 2 years in a row with my team when I wasn't an MLM, which I'm not anymore, thank goodness. But we did a burn party at midnight, and it was like the negative stuff about yourself you didn't like, the bad habits you do, the bad things that happened this year, and we literally did a burn party at midnight, releasing all that trash back to 24 when we moved into, we was 23 or 24. But, what? You forgot. We literally just found a Christmas present from 2 years ago. that the kid's been waiting to bring to her grandma.
Hang on, but the biggest for me.
Mom life is intense, y'all. And when you try to be an entrepreneur at the same time, it's even crazier.
I forgot what this was.
So we're going to jump off. Hope you have a good New Year's. Try some of these techniques. Go check my YouTube if you're looking for more free resources. And I'll be posting up some videos today about some tax breaks. We do have a live webinar advertising the programs that I do use to help my coaching business. If that is something you are interested in, let me know. Just reach out to me. The Zoom, I think it starts at noon. So if you really want to jump on that webinar, you'll have to let me know or you'll have to catch the replay. So feel free to hit me up. I will let you know. Any of the free tools I just gave you guys, I have them. Reach out to me. I'll let you know about the goal setting and then the webinar. So bye.
I forgot this was.